Welcome back to sixth grade reading. This is lesson 134. You're finishing the story 127 to 135. I just want to ask a couple questions from those part of the story that you've already read, and then I'll read a little bit and then let you finish. When President Wilson welcomed the newly naturalized citizens, what special things did he say they brought to America? This is actually from the part that I read last lesson. And so they brought faith and hope and dreams to enrich America. So you may have said something to that effect. In what country did Big Ivan and Anna live before coming to America? It was Russia. Why did Ivan dream of coming to America? Well, he wanted a free and better life and the opportunity to be equal with other men. In what ways was Anna a good wife to Ivan? She encouraged and supported him. She believed in his dream. And that's some of the same things that make a good wife today is being that support. I mean, that's not all that a marriage is, but that's a decent part of it. All right, so back at 127, I'll start reading, and then I'll let you finish the story. At the back of our cottage near the bush that bears the red berries, a pot is buried. She said, dig it up and take it home with you, and when you have a kopeck, drop it in. It is a good pot. The stripling understood. He stopped and kissed the hand of Anna, and Big Ivan patted him upon the back. They were brother dreamers, and they understood each other. Big Ivan and Anna faced the long verse of Bobruisk, but they were not afraid. They had the dream. America was a long, long journey, but they had started, and every verse they covered lessened the number that lay between them and the promised land. I am glad the boy spoke to us, said Anna. And I am glad, said Ivan. Someday he will come and eat with us in America. They came to Bobruisk. Holding hands, they walked into it late one afternoon. They were 89 versts from the little village of Beresina, but they were not afraid. The railway ran through Bobruisk, and that evening they stood and looked at the shining rails that went out in the moonlight like silver tongs reaching out for a low-hanging star. They came face to face with the terror that evening, the terror that had helped the spring breezes and the sunshine to plant the dream in the brain of Big Ivan. They were walking down a dark street when they saw a score of men and women creep from the door of an unpainted building. The little group remained on the sidewalk for a minute, as if uncertain about the way they should go. Then came a cry of, police! It was no false alarm. Mounted police charged down the dark thoroughfare, swinging their swords at the scurrying men and women who raced for shelter. Big Ivan dragged Anna into a doorway, and toward their hiding place ran a young boy who, like themselves, had no connection with the group and who merely desired to get out of harm's way. All right, so I read to the top of 128. You're going to read through the rest of the story at 135. And when you get to the end of the story, you can have someone ask you the rest of those questions just to see how well you read and comprehended it. And then we will, you have a vocab quiz that will be in the next lesson. So go ahead and make sure that you study for the vocab quiz, the vocab list 27. We're actually going to go over that list quickly before we end this lesson. And the list is list 27, so it starts with the word rash. And what does rash mean? See if you can say it without looking at your list. It means bold and hasty, okay? Which word, I'm going to give a definition this time, which word means admitted to citizenship? That one may be easy if you're thinking of the story we were just reading. Naturalized. is the answer. Admitted to citizenship is naturalized. What about whine or complain? That's snivel, and you can kind of think someone who's whining and complaining, think of it sounds kind of like sniffle, and so like they whine and complain and they get like a sniffle because of their whining. And it kind of, that's what I think of. What word means brilliant? Okay, yes, that would be resplendent is brilliant. Kind of has that ending in the same, so resplendent is brilliant. Which word is a silver coin worth about 9 pennies? This one's kind of easy. The name kind of is in the definition. It's 9 pence. Which word is the mouth of a stream? This one is maw. What means great fame? And the word is renown. What about included? Comprised. Comprised is included. And kind. Benignant is kind. Benignant. And then very old, the last one, is antiquated. And you think of an antique, and antiquated comes from that word, okay? So make sure that you study those vocab words for the quiz, and then when you're ready for that, you can, that'll be the next lesson that I'll be posting is the vocab quiz for that, okay? We will talk with you next time.